Hocus Pocus may seem like a strange movie to choose for one of my horror reviews, but it is a beloved childhood classic that people still Disney bound from and cosplay from to this day. Heck, it was part of my childhood, one of the movies we'd watch on Halloween, alongside the Brendan Fraser version of The Mummy and the Charlie Brown Halloween special. It does hold that nostalgic place in my heart as just being part of my childhood. The big question now is, does it still hold up? Let's find out. Our story follows Max and his little sister, who are from California and move to Salem, Oregon. Let me check my notes. Oh, sorry, Salem, Massachusetts. Oh my gosh, a witch movie occurring in Salem. How original. Anyhow, they learn about the Sanderson sisters, who were witches who were like legit witches. They had magic and everything. And through a set of circumstances, go to their cabin, which has apparently been abandoned for some time, and light the black flame candle and release the witches on Halloween night as a prophecy said they would. They are joined by Binks, a black cat, and Allison, a girl Max has a crush on. After that, we just get shenanigans of the kids being chased around town by the witches, and the witches having some fish out of water jokes, which land pretty well. Whether you've seen this 100 times or never seen this at all, it's a kids movie, so you know it ends with a generally happy ending. Overall, it's kind of a simple story, but that's kind of just all you want in your children's movies anyways, so yeah, I guess the story's good. The audio is nothing special. There is no memorable theme song, there is no real memorable music, with the exception of the two songs sung by the witches. Bette Midler does an amazing cover of I Put a Spell on You, and Sarah Jessica Parker sings the song that draws the children to the witches. While the audio might be weak, the acting is pretty strong. All the child actors do a great job. The little girl Danny is easily one of the best parts of the movie, as she really gets that little kid precociousness down. However, the show is stolen by the three witches. They are great. They are chewing the scenery, they're having some fun, they get some silly one-liners, and you can tell Bette Midler's having a hell of a time just shooting the lightning out of her hands, throwing people around, doing whatever she wants, and just being as evil as she can be in a children's movie. Overall, the trio has a great dynamic, and you can tell the actresses are having a great time performing in this movie. It makes the movie an enjoyable watch, whether you're a child or an adult, because when the actors are having fun with something, you're having fun with them. Now, all those compliments being said, this movie does have a very, very big set of flaws. The first off is the special effects. While some of the things look fine, like the lightning shooting out of Bette Midler's hands, or light shining out of the book, things like that, we also have a lot of things that don't look good. The flying scene at the end looks very, very, very cheesy. Max battling on the broom at the end looks really bad. Not to mention the fact that we get some day for night shots. I did not expect to see those in a professionally made movie, but lo and behold, we have day for night shots. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the plot holes. There are a lot of them. Now, most of the limitations the witches have are explained through the course of the story. However, there's a few things that never made sense to me. One, if the Sanderson house was supposed to be a museum that has now been abandoned, why did they leave the artifacts there? Why would you leave the candle, the book, the brooms, the child cages? Why would you leave those? Why would you not bring those into, some sort of larger Salem museum or one of the Boston museums or any number of museums in Massachusetts? There are a lot of museums in Massachusetts, people. Also, if this was abandoned, why was it not vandalized to hell and back? A lot of locations, when abandoned for even a few months, will get vandalized like crazy. Whether people are stealing things, graffiti, and will just wreck property because they can. It is also shocking to think that no one lit the candle prior to this point. If this place has been abandoned, wouldn't this be the dare location for kids? I dare you to go there, I dare you to light the candle. The bottom line is, Hocus Pocus is a very mixed movie. It's a children's Halloween movie with some minor scares here and there, some minor emotional points here and there, but overall isn't an amazing movie by any stretch of the imagination. There's definitely some fun, and the actors all seem to be having a good time, and it's a nice, not too scary movie for the little kids. Does it hold up? This isn't something I would go back to. In fact, it was suggested to me by a family member, because it used to be what we'd always watch. So why not watch something you always used to watch? Going back to it, I think this is a great movie for kids. I'd like to introduce this to my nephew at some point. It's a fine family film, just not as good as you remember it being. That being said, my final verdict is recommended. I mean, why not? If you got kids, this is a great kids movie for them. It'll get them introduced to the idea of a spooky movie on Halloween, and you can build them from this into other, bigger, darker movies as they get older, so you can still have some fun with this movie, and really that's kind of what Halloween's all about, having fun. Thank you for watching. Please, if you have the chance, like and subscribe. It helps small channels like mine. Until next time, remember, I'll see you at the tavern.